question. What do you get if you attach a runaway nuclear reactor to the front of a tunnel drilling machine? Well, we get the answer to what those drones are looking for. The thing is called the nuclear mole. Yeah, I mean, kind of fitting. And I probably don't have to tell you, it's a Russian device. Yeah. It is a, well, nuclear reactor strapped on the front of a tunnel drilling machine, which instead of drilling, carving its way through rock, just melts its way through it, leaving a trail of, well, highly radioactive magma behind it. Yeah, certainly not a device I would like to operate. Yeah, but it exists. But this is one of those devices where there's absolutely nothing known about it, except of a few little details from back in the day, in Stalin's age, when they built this thing. So you could call what I tell you here a conspiracy theory, but it is actually so little known about this device and about its existence and history that it isn't even enough to be a conspiracy theory, because, well, beside me, there are probably just a few hundred people outside of Russia who know about this thing. But first of all, let me go away from the technology behind it and talk a bit more about the, well, military uses for it, because, well, imagine you own a machine like this. You can obviously try to make the world's most radiating subway with it, but yeah, not a good idea. Because, like I said, this thing is using a runaway nuclear reactor to melt its way through massive rock, turning it into magma. So it leaves a nice straight tunnel behind it, because the magma melts back down while it's crawling through it, and then it leaves a perfect little tube, which is highly radioactive. So the only real use for this thing is a military use. And, well, since the Cold War was over, we haven't heard about this thing anymore. It, like, well, slipped under the surface. Yeah, but now with the Cold War having reignited, this little thing is making the US at the moment very nervous, and that's why we all see all these drones are flying around. They're not Chinese or Russian drones, they're not spy drones, no. They are looking for traces of radiation. They are trying to catch the mole. That's a difficult task. Because back in the day, this thing was operated by some very unfortunate Russian soldiers. May they rest in peace. But nowadays, it's remote controlled, so they can drive this thing everywhere they want, on the whole planet. Equipped with a few nuclear bombs inside it, they could drive directly under the White House and boom, blow it up. They could even, well, drive under a nuclear reactor and make it explode, and so everyone would blame the thing for having exploded on its own. Or, well, nuclear facilities like rocket launch sites or something like this. They could drive to Area 51 with this thing and steal a UFO. Yeah. This thing is very dangerous. It is practically a wild card in this new Cold War. And, well, so far Russia is holding all the good cards. They have the hypersonic missiles that nobody can stop. They have the nuclear mole. Yeah. They have the good cards, and that's why we see all those drones. They are very nervous in Washington. They are very nervous. They are deeply afraid of this thing. Because they can't prevent it from entering the US. The Russians bring it with a submarine, let it sink to the bottom of the sea, switch it on, and it drills its way directly right into the mainland USA. Yeah, good old red, white and blue with a nuclear bomb under it. Yep, they are very nervous about this, and this is the reason for all of storms. And now an interesting side note about this. Making tunnel drill machines like this is actually a very old Russian idea, dating back to early science fiction writers, and some very good movies, I have to say, came out after this. Yeah, a picture here showing one of them early ideas for a tunnel drilling machine, and if you compare it, yeah, it's very close to the thing we saw in the other picture. And this obviously is a conventional drilling machine using a spiral shaped drill bit in top, which is not practical, but yeah, I like this old picture. But now you're a bit more informed and you know that the danger is not coming via rocket, no, it's tunneling under you. Hope you've enjoyed this video and keep your eyes in the sky.